We told you. When will you simps learn before it's too late? And especially the simps that cater to the straggle community. Um, that is probably the worst type of fan base to cater to. Pardi had a whole didn't he get a whole feminist tattoo tatted on him, writing poems to Meg, and we was telling you she's for the streets. Ninjas was telling you she get around. Ninjas was telling you she was messing with Tory, the producer, all types of other rappers before you, after you, during you. Ninjas be always shocked. I'm just like, dude, ninjas don't be paying attention. Now, as the truth has come to light, now he wants to drop a track. Let's analyze the track. This is fair use, by the way. Hopefully this video doesn't get a copyright, but let's walk through the tracks. Let's walk through the lyrics, and I'm going to be pausing it a lot for fair use purposes. Okay. Yeah, man. I don't know, some of these rappers, because the way he was acting, the way he was beefing with these other rappers, and the rappers are literally trying to tell him. Drake was trying to tell this girl for the streets. This girl's a liar. Megan is. I told you before last year, and I still don't understand. Well, I kind of understand why Tory's in jail, because there was a gun connected to him, and he was in the state of California. But I still believe Meg the Stallion is lying about that situation. But Tory still ended up taking that L. But I said then, all will be revealed in due time, because Meg the Stallion, she not only is she an evil person, she is literally what you call, the devil reincarnated. And anybody that messes with that girl, relationship wise, whatever. That's why I'm so glad Lukaku dropped that girl in the quickness. One of my favorite soccer players. Anybody that messes with that girl is gonna get what's coming to him. So let's listen to Pardi's track towards Megan the person.
God treated you like a queen. Whole time I'm a clown in your circus. I tried to pull you up out the mud. Here you are trying to drown me on purpose.
We told you. Fair use. Every time I pause, I'm gonna be like, we told you that, ninja. We told you last year. We told you before. We told you in 2022. We already told you.
You know the devil was a serpent. For some streams and views, girl, I hope it was worth it. Same for Megan the Stallion. This is for Megan the person. God
starts off strong in the beginning, even though what he's saying is what we were saying, people in the Manosphere were saying last year. But like I said, we were, anytime a man calls out something that a woman does, he's automatically a virgin, incel. He don't love his mama. He don't all of that, So, and like I said, you got that feminist thing tattoo on you, like that. You was king simp, one of the king simps last year, and now all is being revealed to you. Well, first of all, and on top of that, Meg the Stallion is not doing anything that most of the female artists, especially the female rappers, do to get clout and attention. She's not doing anything different than any of those broads that come through in this industry.
had me beefing with niggas, you was beautiful girl, but your soul is disgusting. You got everything, but you still ain't happy.
Wow. It's like he literally took all the Manosphere points and just he's like, oh, you finally understand. I'm like in my 50 Cent voice. You finally understand now. You finally understand now. Yes, and like he said, got you beefing with dudes that she was fornicating with at the same time as you. Yes, that's what we were trying to tell you, Pardi. And of course she still wasn't happy, and you bared her your soul, wrote him poems, was acting like a king simp, was ready to fight with dudes and whatnot. And meanwhile, and that's what we tell dudes, to do your investigation on these people that these girls want you to fight with. And by the way, yesterday I was getting my oil change, and I was wondering, why is the line so long, which I had no problem with. But then I'm realizing, oh, I see why the line is so long. And I'm looking, the girl, it's a girl. That's what it wasn't her fault. I'm talking about there was a guy working with her, flirting with her the whole time, holding up everybody in the you know what I mean? It's not a matter of her messing up. It doesn't matter. But she's just this is why when you go to certain environments, it is like all guys and it's like one girl. even if the girl is super mid, the only way that works out is if that girl doesn't have no type of exterior distractions on her, meaning her chest or her rear end is not distracting, and hopefully she's like super mid to the point where she's the homies. But if she has even one of these things, and the girl up front, she wasn't fat per se, but she had a gigantic rear end, right? And the ninja that was working up from it, I'm just like this. I said, bro, like it's almost like I'm off to a flame. I'm like she distracting not only him but probably other dudes, but definitely him. And that's why every time she says something, everybody's looking. I'm just like, oh my god. By the way, I had for me it was just only an hour wait, and it was one of the guys. He actually ushered me to the front because one of the guys had cut me off, and I was in no rush, but it's just ninjas do anything with a girl with a big ass. That's my point. Ninjas will do anything. I'm talking about anything. That's all you gotta have, because that's all she had. Meg Thee Stallion, same thing. That's all she had. She had a nice butt, and she's a female rapper, And ninja, look at the chaos that Meg Thee Stallion has brought upon us. Tory now is in prison for 10 years, eligible for parole in 5. Look at the chaos. Look what she has caused. The collateral damage amongst the industry. Drake don't want to mess with her. Now people mad at Drake because you don't want to mess with them. Pardi probably lost out on deals because of this woman. I mean, look at the chaos. That one woman. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. People don't realize just the collateral damage that can happen.
That should be showing you some high detectives, girl, you the feds. Not in your house, not in your bed. You lying to people, you sick in the head. Keep it up. Have me beefing with niggas,
I'm sorry, Pardi, you had to learn the hard way. And like I said, I need to start showing Twitter. I just don't want, because my Twitter's a burner. So it's, but yeah, shout out to Jess Hilarious. I got to give her props. She said, y'all are hilarious in here. Now he a hater. Anybody that say anything about this girl is automatically a hater. And that's our point. Anything that we said about Meg Thee Stallion, ninjas are evil and stuff. And black men don't protect black women and all. Guys, her character is like, it's reprehensible at the that's just me being nice. Because when I started finding out about how, when we talk about, even with that Tory situation, everything leading up to it, where she's literally backdooring her best friend, fornicating with everybody that she brought around her, just straight up stealing all of the her, what's her name, Kelsey or Chelsea, stealing her man, all of her mans, her being a thought, sleeping around, acting like she not, going on, what's a Gayle King? Everybody knew you slept with Tory. Y'all was going out, and then just all the lights shining up on you, and she's still lying. And I'm like, people are just gonna go to bat for a liar just because she's a black woman. I mean, bruh, can't make this stuff up, And Pardi went super simp mode for her, and now he sees the light, and now that same fan base that was calling you a king and all that, now they hate him. Now they hate the man. You should see the Twitter replies. I'm just like, yeah, that demographic is like, it's that you cannot advertise or what's that word? I don't know. I'm not good with words, but to placate. I don't know if that's the right word, to cater to that community or that fan base is the worst thing that you can do. She said again, free Tory. Like I said, we already called her on video lying about the story on her Instagram stories about what happened. I'm like, who really shot you? Who really shot you, Meg? I'm finna drop a diss record talking about who shot you. Somebody's got to drop that diss track on Meg Thee Stallion. Who shot you? Somebody's got to drop that diss record, dog. What she said, and this is why Lori has these men sign Andy. Oh my God. He said the reason they mad is Pardi telling the truth. Don't let that go over your head. Well, of course. Man, I'm still trying to see how you pull the only rapper artist with the multiple Grammys out the mud. Maybe I'm. Oh my God. Well, maybe he helped her write, because those female artists, especially nowadays, they don't be writing their tracks. Pardi's a writer, so maybe he wrote her hits. I'm not sure. I'm not positive, but he's written a lot of other female artists' hits. A lot of, like, what women got to understand too, the female artists that you be lifting up in the air, a lot of men be writing their hits. Like damn near 95, even I'm talking about even their favorites, Beyonce, Nicki Minaj, all of their favorite artists, most of their best hits were written by men. These artists, especially when you talking about Cardi B don't write none of her, she write none of her songs, dog. Cardi B literally writes damn near none of her songs. She definitely didn't write her hits. She didn't write none of her hits. Like, people talk about Drake. Well, Drake has written for other artists at least. The female artists, most of them don't even write the ones that you see on TV. None of them write their stuff. None of them, especially the ones that you see pushed out there. Now, Meg Thee Stallion definitely falls underneath that. And we already know in the rap game, your pen is that used to be a big thing. You got to write your own stuff. This is not R&B. You know what I mean? This is not. This ain't country. This ain't singing. We talking about rapping. Rapping. One of the fundamental principles is that you writing your own stuff. But people forgot about that. So Pardi might have helped, if not written, probably ghostwrited some of her hits. So you never know. He said they don't care when a man speaks his truth. He just has to let social media paint him as a villain, or else he's sassy. Yeah, that's why I tell dudes, look, just tell the truth. Don't placate, especially to the B-dub community on Twitter. I'm gonna call them RBF. Do not cater to RBF. All right, the radical black feminazis. Do not placate to that community, to that demographic. You're just right. You might as well tell the truth up front, because that's just a lose-lose right there. Somebody say she shouldn't have said nothing about this. Man, I just heard the whole song, and the moral of the story is stop falling out with people who know all your dirty laundry. It's interesting. How many? Oh my God. Well, like I said, he said, had me beefing with niggas. You was fucking. Yeah, well, we was telling Pardi that. But like I said, for you, like, people will be like, when are this? I'm gonna leave it off at this. I'm gonna leave it off at this though. Because this thing, and people might disagree with me on this. People expect, how do I put, like, they always are saying, when are women going to take accountability, or when are they going to call out their female artists? I mean, when people say accountability is a woman's weakness, I disagree. Because a woman can go through life without accountability. They can literally go through life and have a normal life without taking accountability one time. A lot of women can literally, like say if a woman plays her cards right, she probably doesn't even have to work, especially if she's pretty. She probably doesn't even have to work. If she play her cards right, she probably don't have to work a day in her life. Let's take accountability out of that situation. I always say accountability for women. My best analogy for this, it's like to say accountability is women's weakness. It's like saying for soccer heads. It's like saying Arjen Robben's weakness in his game is his right foot. It's kind of pointless to say, because Arjen Robben doesn't need his right foot to be successful. He didn't need his right foot to win Champions League. He doesn't need it. He didn't need it to win the multiple league titles that he's won. He's never needed it to be one of the best Dutch wingers of all time, one of the best wingers of all time. He doesn't need his right foot. It's literally like saying Harden's. It's like saying, because I know it's probably a lot of black dudes that follow me. So I don't know. Maybe I could put a basketball reference or a football reference, but it's like saying James Harden's weakness is his right hand. It's just like, it's pointless because he doesn't really need it to be to get the money that he got to the point that where he got. It's pointless. It's a mute point. It's a mute point. Yo, it's almost like it's how about this? I'll give you a perfect example right here. It's like saying accountability is women's weakness. It's like saying Deion Sanders' weakness is tackling. It's a mute point. Deion Sanders has never cost his team a game for tackling. His job is to shut down the side of a field. Nobody, like the tackling, that's just like, he's never costed his team for tackling. So therefore, he's not known for tackling. Therefore, it's not really, this is why back in the days, they had laws set up and standards or religion, whatever you want to call it. They had standards to where women would even get to a point to where they could say, oh, this woman needs to be held accountable. They already have the laws in place, and they had like no wiggle room because they knew now in this space, look at the chaos. You know what I mean? So that's basically, that would be like my best analogy to put it.